What if I told you the gap between someone who spends their life saving a few $100s a month and someone who becomes a millionaire in just a few years has nothing to do with luck, inheritance, or even being a genius? The difference is leverage. Most people are stuck on a financial treadmill. They work hard, they save what they can, maybe invest in a safe fund, and hope that one day, decades from now, they'll finally enjoy financial freedom. But a smaller group, the ones you see building companies, going viral online, or cashing in on explosive opportunities, they play a different game. Their money grows not line by line, but exponentially. And here's the truth. Explosive wealth isn't reserved for billionaires or the ultra-connected. It's available to anyone willing to think differently, take smart risks, and use the tools available today. In this video, I'm going to break down how explosive wealth is built, real-world examples of people who created it, and most importantly, how you can start, even with just $100 in your pocket. Let's imagine two people. Person A follows the traditional path. They get a job, save diligently, invest in index funds, and after 40 years they retire. If they're disciplined, maybe they end up with a comfortable nest egg of a few $100,000. Person B takes a different approach. They look for ways to multiply, not just save. Instead of relying only on a paycheck, they build something that scales, an online business, a digital product, an investment in a startup. In 5 years, they can generate the kind of wealth person A might not see in a lifetime. Both paths require effort, both require discipline, but one is linear, the other is exponential. Linear wealth means trading time for money. If you stop working, the income stops. Exponential wealth means creating systems, products, or assets that keep working even when you're not. That's the path of explosive wealth, and it's the reason some people leapfrog ahead financially while others grind for decades with little to show. Here's the formula that unlocks everything. Wealth equals value times leverage times scale. Value is what problem you solve. The bigger the problem, the more people will pay. A doctor solves health problems, valuable, yes. But their value is limited by hours in a day. A company like Apple solves communication and lifestyle problems for billions. The value is enormous. Leverage is how you multiply effort. If you rely only on your own time, you're capped. But with leverage, money, employees, technology, or AI, your output grows far beyond what you can personally do. Scale is how many people you can reach. You can mow one lawn at a time, or build a machine that mows thousands automatically. You can tutor one student, or create an online course that teaches a million. This formula explains why two people can work equally hard, but one ends up with just enough to scrape by, and the other achieves explosive wealth. Let's make this real with a few stories. Jeff Bezos started with something as ordinary as selling books online. What made Amazon explosive wasn't just the product, it was the scale and leverage of the internet. Fast forward, and that small online bookstore transformed into one of the most powerful companies in history. Or take YouTube creators. A teenager uploads a funny video in their bedroom, and suddenly millions of people watch. That one video keeps earning ad revenue, sponsorship deals, and brings in new subscribers day after day. One piece of content, infinite replay. That's leverage at work. And then there's the story of crypto investors. Some people put in a few $100s into Bitcoin when it was under $100. Years later, that small bet was worth millions. High risk, yes, but that's asymmetric upside, where one small move can multiply wealth many times over. Explosive wealth isn't luck, it's about being in the right place, spotting opportunities, and most importantly, having the courage to act. Here's the exciting part. In 2025, explosive wealth is more accessible than ever. We live in an age where the tools of wealth creation are sitting right in front of us, often for free. AI tools. You can use artificial intelligence to create apps, generate content, or automate entire businesses. In the past, you'd need a team of engineers. Today, you just need creativity. E-commerce. With platforms like Shopify or Amazon FBA, anyone can sell to the world. A single product, paired with a viral TikTok video, can create a six-figure business in months. Digital products, courses, memberships, and ebooks have no physical limits. You make it once, and it can be sold an infinite number of times with almost no extra cost. Personal brands. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, these aren't just for entertainment anymore. They're platforms where ordinary people build audiences, attract opportunities, and turn attention into income. The old barriers, needing capital, connections, or approval from gatekeepers, are gone. The only difference between those who build explosive wealth and those who don't is whether they're willing to use these tools and step into the exponential game. So how can you start, even if all you have is $100? Here's a roadmap. 1. Pick your playground. Will you create content, build an e-commerce store, or launch a digital product? Pick one path and commit. 2. Focus on value. The fastest way to wealth is solving real problems. Don't just chase trends. Help people, entertain them, or save them time and money. 3. Leverage smartly. Use AI, automation, and outsourcing. Don't try to do everything yourself. 4. Think scale. Ask yourself, how can I reach 1,000 people? 10,000? A million? That's where the exponential curve begins. 5. Reinvest relentlessly. When money starts coming in, don't blow it on flashy things. Reinvest into ads, better tools, or hiring. That's how small beginnings turn into explosive outcomes. $100 isn't much if it just sits in your wallet. But if you put it into building a scalable system, it could be the seed of your first $1,000, $10,000, or even $1 million. Explosive wealth isn't about being born rich, getting lucky, or waiting for permission. It's about value, leverage, and scale, used consistently over time. The real question is, will you stay on the linear path, working year after year for modest results? Or will you step into the exponential path, where your ideas, tools, and systems multiply your efforts far beyond what you could ever do alone? If this video sparked something inside you, I want to hear it. Comment below with the one step you're going to take toward building explosive wealth. And if you want more strategies, roadmaps, and mindsets for financial freedom, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because this is just the beginning of your journey to explosive wealth. Now let's take a look at this from another angle. If explosive wealth is possible, why doesn't everyone achieve it? The biggest obstacle isn't lack of money, lack of time, or even lack of knowledge. It's comfort. Most people are comfortable enough to avoid risk. They settle for a safe paycheck, even if it means trading their time forever. Comfort whispers, don't try, don't fail, don't change. But here's the truth. Every story of explosive wealth comes from someone who stepped out of their comfort zone. The YouTuber who posted a video despite fear of being judged. The small business owner who quit a stable job to launch an online store. The investor who put $100 into an opportunity others laughed at. Comfort feels safe, but it's the biggest wealth trap of all. True growth only happens outside of it. Another secret of explosive wealth is compounding actions. You've heard of compounding interest, where money grows on itself. But actions compound too. Asterisk one video leads to another, then to a channel, then to a community. Asterisk one product sale leads to reviews, then referrals, then partnerships. Asterisk one decision to learn a skill leads to a business, then to financial freedom. At first, results feel small, almost invisible, but over months and years, they snowball into outcomes that look impossible from the starting line. That's why consistency is just as important as strategy. A tiny effort, repeated over time, becomes explosive wealth.